Alright, love. Well, looky, we're back where we left off. Still trying to woo young Padrona Gwainel. I've just realised actually has anal in her, and she certainly will at some point in the future. Yes, that was a good one. She enjoys that one. Should bear that in mind in future playthroughs. She loves that. 0 to 5. I'm pretty certain there's only about 6 bloody. There's only about 6 poems though in the whole game, which is awkward. But yeah, in the meantime, obviously, so nice to Chim when you pronounce it like that. Castle is mine, excellent, which is just as well. But sadly, the struggle again is real with limited people to install a garrison. Garrison. Obviously, I can stick a barracks in. You can obviously upgrade the castles you take and the villages that you rule over. And obviously I'm trying to figure out who I can leave behind and all that kind of thing, and there's some defence going on. Anyway, unimportant. In the meantime, yet again, what's his face? Fucking doodad, Rimusk, got himself captured, obviously because it is all kicking off between the Rhodoks and the Swadians. So obviously trying something different. Sieged last time.
Oi, you there!
Figured I'd try and take on the Cockney Guards. Obviously the disguise didn't work, and I seriously had to cut this down because this is just tedious. It was a good 5 minutes of me kiting these because they'll just obliterate you otherwise. So yeah, soaked in blood, 5, 6 corpses. Apparently that's good enough. I can somehow still just hide and then just turn up, have a quick wash. I'm assuming Jeremus and Deshavi helped me eat the bodies, I don't know. Threw them in those cabbages over there. But yet, for God's sake, trying to find the guard that's guarding the there he is, see, the prison fella. Trying to find him took an absolute fortnight, and all I had to do was just turn right from where I was fighting those guards. So yeah, anyway, I just decided to trim that for the best, for everyone's sanity. I'm still not entirely sure if there is a way of charming the guards to let the guy go. I don't think that's actually an option. I've never managed to do so in this or my practice playthrough, but you can bribe him to get in, and somehow Rimusk's still up on the local news and you can have a chinwag with him about who should receive what fief and this, that and the other. Quite why you would make chit chat in that kind of situation, I don't know. Yeah, look, you can literally see that he's just there. And this scout tries to blag himself some work, but whatever. So yeah, you can bribe him to see the prisoner, but you've got to actually kick the fuck out of him to get the key. So I tried to punch him, did nothing. Jeremus gets a couple of free swings in. So at this point I realise he does look a little bit like the Black Knight, again from Monty Python. And yeah, so we've got the key. But then I'm like, well, where the frig's the dungeon? It can't be that, because that's a door for ants. So is it here? No, the door is locked, but I have a key. So that throws me. Come back here. No, sure as shit can't be that child's door. You got to crawl through. Maybe it's this house. No, that's ridiculous. Maybe it's the well. No, don't be ridiculous. Maybe it's blind desperation. Try the same door again. Wasn't that? Certainly not there, nor was it anywhere else in the rest of the castle. It was indeed that tiny little door you had to limbo under. Like, whether that's a graphical thing, I've absolutely no idea, but whatever. Anyway, undo his leg irons. If at all possible, tell him to keep out of the way, because I think if he gets fucked up, I don't know, if I remember rightly from trying to do this before, it bugs out, and you can't actually leave, like, finish the quest. See, there you go, it's that. So anyway, the 3 of us, I throw my robes off. I was hiding all this shit underneath, obviously. So yeah, all you've basically got to do is take out the half a dozen or so guards that are on the walls and all that kind of thing. Quite why when there's an absolute butt ton of people stationed there. I don't know why you haven't got to kill all of them. Maybe they're all out to lunch. Yeah. Jeremus goes for a Burton. Boom! But yeah, instant on killing the last guard, we're free. And as you can see at the bottom there, a lot of relationships improve, including that of his sister, which is always a bonus because we're rapidly running out of poems, sadly. So we make good with our legs across open ground and head for freedom. Obviously, say Swadia is still, it is the last dregs, and it is I cannot sort of put into words. It might sound satisfying with me prattling over the top of it, but just mowing people down on a horse, just like bosh. So it was so good. I killed 2 people at once. It is so satisfying. The combat in this, when it's, I mean, sometimes I'm trying to get fresh with Dobbin. Yeah, the combat is really crisp when it works. I will admit it is a little bit ropey sometimes. So I guess she's happy to see me. I'm down to my last 2. That was a cracker. 6 to 8. Can't be bad. Obviously, this is what happens when you're out on the road. Obviously, where you're kind of caught in, someone will deliver a letter to you, basically saying that she's up for it. She's missing you. She wants to see. Check out the goods again. Obviously I was in mid-siege then. I'm pretty sure I did actually siege. I don't think I'm that much under the thumb that I ran straight away. Yeah, that's the last one. She's indifferent. That's the only thing that worried me. I'm then thinking I'm going to have to just every time you respond to one of her letters, it goes up one. Oh, there you go. Swadia. Ta-ta. Latest taters. Yeah, this made me chuckle. Nursey, like it firm and fruity. So yeah, I'm down to no poems. I had to kind of end up trying one of my own. So roses are red, poppies are red, poetry's hard. Show us your tits. Didn't work. So nursing a sore face, thought I'd just give her some time and space. I'm going to get another letter, and obviously it goes up. Your relationship goes up by 1 every time you don't ignore her. Basically, you turn up. So I'm out fighting sea bandits with my miniature war elephants to pass the time. Basically, try and find some loot. I'm out and about, raise my renown, reputation. Yeah, we found their camp, which is always a bonus. I'm sure these come up as little quests for local lords, but we seem to just find it by accident anyway. Out in Nord country, and what with Swadia gone, the Rodok started picking. Boom! Started picking fights. Obviously, that's the next country along, or next territory along. They're going to go for the Nords, so it made sense to be out there. Chopping these fools down, and then it gives you like a, as it says, a little run through of their hideout. So there's a ton of shit in there, plenty to sell, keep your payroll ticking over. But yeah, so obviously in the meantime, Arseface, Neilcher from all those fucking episodes ago, the one that was thingy, he snuck in under my fucking nose, and it's a sizable nose at that. And yeah, so and thanks for telling me. There was no note. I tell you that, there was no note in the letter she sent of oh yeah, by the way, you might want to get over here pretty quick because I'm getting proposed to by somebody else. Oh, honestly. But yeah, so yeah, rather than be stuck in a loveless marriage with that arsehole, she's head over heels for the Bav. So yeah, this is kind of pretty much endgame at this point. It's a beautiful ceremony, even though it does appear to be recorded on a potato. I apologise for that. Ginge and Ginge, hand in hand, all the posh knobs. The war with the Nords forgotten momentarily for this joyous occasion. Now pronounce you Bavalot and Ginge. The dream. Soon to be wet dream. Petals, ever see no expense spared? Petal, I don't know whose banner that is, should be mine really, shouldn't it? Yeah, look at that. Zooming through a window. Just needed some doves. John Woo style. But yeah, so you obviously, we're not staying with your your brother, because that's just fucking creepy. So as long as you've got some shit in the inventory of the castle, like tools and cloth and stuff, I think you can move to any castle that's yours. So it makes sense. Shift to the first castle I captured. It makes sense, yeah, to me. So yeah, well, thanks, love. So now, fucking housewarming, bitches, and celebratory knees up. Obviously in honour of our nuptials. So make some small talk with these dickheads. Obviously there's some members of my cult and everything as well, so that's excellent. Just love all the crab banners. It's such a nice touch. It's a little bit condescending, quite why she has to keep charge of the household with the inventory and you can just send her off to buy bread. I don't really get it, it's a little bit sexist, but that's the times. Yeah, that's my... it might not be completely visible by the complete lack of expression, but that's my "you're totally gonna fucking get it later" face. So yeah, I think that's... our goals are ticked. Castle get. Bitch get. No, it's terribly disrespectful as me saying about sexism. But yes, atop the battlements, step out for some air, probably roll a fat one. Yeah, I really do love this game. I've loved my time with it. I'm sorry it's taken so long to wrap it up, but I kind of got distracted with other games and just playing this rather than recording it, just leveling up, getting all the tedious stuff out of the way. But there's tons of mods for this game. It will pretty much run on a potato, I think. It's not, as you can tell, particularly fancy, but there's bloody hell Game of Thrones mods for it, Star Wars mods for it, historical mods, there's all sorts. So, and it always seems to be in sale, so do yourself a favour and pick it up. It is very, very much worth the purchase. So yeah, excellent. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, toodles.